All right, guys, here we go. This workout was a serious booty pump. So, I am still not ready to pretty much tell everybody what my goals are, but what I will say is that this workout is an exact duplicate to a workout that PJ at Blackstone Labs did with, two women, and it was glute and hamstring focus. He basically told me he wanted me to try this workout, and I did it to the T. I will say he then added this in. This is not in the video. He told me to warm up with 4 sets of hip thrusts with no weight. And then technically this is another warm-up, and I really do like to do this. I actually feel less in my back and more in my hamstrings when I do the seated hamstring curl as opposed to the prone hamstring curl. So I'll be very honest, I have back and hamstring issues. So this is like really the only modification that I did to the workout. But I will tell you this, my glutes were on serious fire. So now, here is where we actually get to the workout. So this is a Romanian deadlift. So if you see my form on this, it's not super heavy weights, but it's all about pushing the butt back and then squeezing forward and doing that like super ugly butt thing that I'm doing, to really squeeze those glutes. And then you go down till you feel that stretch, but you don't keep your legs straight. There's a slight bend. And that is supersetted with sumo squats. Now, I have super long arms. If you notice, I switched it from hanging to then the other way, this way that I'm holding it right now, so I can get a bigger range of motion, so I can at least get parallel to the ground. So this is a lighter weight also. So I went back and forth and I did this. I think the first one I did 12 reps, and then this one was either 15 or 20. There are times during this workout that my back was a little and I have BioFreeze that I put on it, and I swear by it. BioFreeze is like the world's greatest thing created, that and KT tape. So, but I was determined to do this workout. So then moving on to the next rotation, it was alternating step-ups with a preset barbell or a regular barbell. And basically what you do is you alternate your steps and you do 10 on each leg. And then this is going to get supersetted basically with the same exercise. Now, there are different ways that you could do this. You step up on the right leg and then step back down on the opposite leg, or you could step up on the same leg, or you could do same side all in a row. I'm super OCD, so if I'm going to do all the right leg and all the left leg, I'm going to superset it with an exercise that's all one leg. Let's say like single leg hamstring curl or single leg stiff-legged deadlift. So, of course, I had to do the alternating version because there were a couple versions in the videos. So this, you also, when you're doing a step up, you really want to focus on putting your whole foot on the bench, driving up, flexing the quad at the top, and then you're slightly, like really slightly bent over, and you're going to feel it in the glutes as you step to the top and squeeze. So I'm just trying to get through all 10 on each side, and then I superset this with, as I mentioned, with the sumo squats again, but now it's a lot heavier and we're doing less reps. So again, this workout was done, I'm editing this video a few days later. This workout was done on Friday and it's Monday. So I went a lot heavier. I think the first dumbbell I did was 50 or 55, and this is an 80-pound dumbbell. I didn't go any heavier. When you're bent over like that, yes, it makes the glutes fire, but it also is a little bit of pressure on the back, so you just got to make sure that you squeeze your abs really, really tight. And it would be better to stand on 2 platforms that I didn't have, so that's another reason why I had to hold the dumbbell different and why I was bent over a little bit. So this next rotation is walking lunges, and I did go up each round, and then I felt good at doing this with the 30-pound dumbbells, so I did like the last 2 rounds with the 30-pound dumbbells, and I supersetted this with wide plie leg press. So I did 3 plates, I think, for 2 rounds, and then I did 4 plates for another 2 rounds. I did adjust the back, and I kind of felt like the higher it was, I felt like it didn't aggravate my back, and I felt like I could go heavier. And I believe I did 20 here. So, the superset, the walking lunges, was 10 on each leg, and then superset it with, again, not heavy, just 20 super wide, getting down to at least 90 degrees. And then this one was no superset. So this is like the second to last thing. You pyramid up, and then you go back down. So I think I didn't videotape, but I started with 25 on each side, then I did 35 on each side. You position your feet forward so that you can really sit back, and then again, do that ugly butt squeeze. Then I went up, and this is not my heaviest set, but I did do 45 was my third set. Then I did 45 and a 10. Then I did 45 and 2 10s. And then I think I did 45 and 25. And I think I only got 8. So I think that's the reason why I didn't videotape it. Because for me, it didn't count. Because I really wanted to get 10 to 12 for the round to count. Because I am trying to do more higher volume. So then I went back down, so you'll see now that after this set, I did go back down. I dropped it down to a full, well, I'm actually really excited about how good I felt. So, and of course my long hair, so had to get a little dance in there, but I'm telling you right now, this workout was brutal. Minimal rest in between sets, so minimal rest in between, and with this, I didn't take too long of a break either. So, and then again, this is me going back down, and for some reason, towards the end of I don't know if it was like more like in my head, thank God the set is almost over, I felt like my range of motion was even bigger towards the end, where I really tried to dip a lot more. I don't think that I videotaped me going back down to the 25, but I did go back down to the 25, and I did 20 reps. And then this last thing that I did was just back and forth, and I actually had to prop the camera up. So no superset, back and forth. I had to prop the camera up on top of the machine that guy is sitting on his phone, which he was there the whole time. I did all 4 sets of 15 on each side. So with this one, you want to make sure that your upper body is not moving at all. So you can't really see it, but well, you can now. I'm leaning on this bar. And the bar is like what is keeping my upper body from, so you don't turn into like a seesaw. If you turn into a seesaw, then it turns into a back exercise, and it's not glutes. So it doesn't have to be a huge range of motion, just has to get the glute flex, and it also doesn't have to be very heavy. So again, I went back and forth, no rest. I just switched the machine after I was done with that side, then went back and did 4 sets of, I believe, 15. Felt really good. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I did.